The co-winners of the Nobel Peace Prize, Russia's oldest human rights organisation Memorial, Ukraine's Centre of Civil Liberties and Ales Bialyatsky, a jailed Belarusian activist, have been honoured at an awards ceremony in Oslo. It comes as Alexandra Matvichuk from Ukraine's Centre of Civil Liberties told reporters on Friday that Russian President Putin and Belarusian President Lukashenko should be brought to justice.
We must break this circle of impunity. We must establish international tribunal and hold Putin, Lukashenko and other war criminals accountable, not only for Ukrainians, but for the other nations in the world.
Memorial, acclaimed for its studies on political repression, was shut down by Russia's Supreme Court in December 2021 after the Duma declared the organisation a foreign agent in 2016. The imprisoned Bialyatsky has become the fourth person in the 121-year history of the Nobel Prizes to win an award while behind bars. The triple prize has been seen as a strong rebuke of Putin and Lukashenko's crackdown on democracy. A vice president within European Parliament has been suspended amid a lobbying scandal involving a Gulf state. The Socialists and Democrats group said it has revoked MEP Eva Kaili's membership with immediate effect. Belgian police carried out several raids on Friday and made 4 arrests as part of an ongoing probe into corruption. This is a file that was already opened a few months ago by the Federal Prosecutor's Office, the spokesperson says. It is a file for suspected corruption, money laundering and criminal organisation, which concerns potential corruption in the European Parliament by a Persian Gulf state. The purpose of bribery is to try to change the political or economic decisions of the European Parliament. The Greek PASOK movement party has also suspended and distanced itself from the MEP after she praised Qatar in Parliament. While prosecutors have declined to name the country concerned, the S&D group says it wants the Assembly to discuss the, quote, unfolding Qatar lobbying scandal next week.
Despite the pouring rain, hundreds of students gathered in front of the MTVA headquarters, a state-owned media company, on Friday in Budapest, Hungary. The students were backing teachers sacked for rebelling over humiliating low pay and years of government neglect.
I spoke to many of my former teachers about this and heard from all of them about the difficulties they are going through. I want to help them, and we deserve a better education, a better future also.
Just last week, 8 teachers were dismissed by Budapest school district for daring to protest.
I think they are messing with the wrong generation.
Hungarian teachers are the lowest paid of any EU member state, with cashiers making more money than them. Hungary is already in the grip of a chronic teacher shortage, with fewer young people joining the profession.
A hostage situation in Dresden has ended, with the main suspect reportedly dying after suffering a fatal injury, according to German police. Earlier on Saturday, shots were reportedly fired in the city. But after midday local time, police wrote on Twitter that the situation was over and that they had 2 seemingly uninjured people in their care. Police had also separately reported the body of a 62-year-old woman had been found. But they did not confirm if the killing had been connected to the hostage situation. 3 humanitarian rescue ships with over 500 migrants on board have been given permission to dock overnight in Italy because of bad weather. These are the first ships to be received by Italy after Rome refused to let hundreds of rescued migrants disembark in November. But despite what could seem like a shift in its controversial policy, Rome has said that they are not going to do a, quote, U-turn when it comes to immigration.
Pro-democracy media mogul Jimmy Lai has been handed a 5-year and 9-month jail term by a Hong Kong court. The Next digital boss was found guilty of fraud on 2 charges linked to alleged lease violations. This is the latest in a series of cases against prominent activists. Lai was arrested during a crackdown on the city's pro-democracy movement following widespread protests in 2019.